Hey everybody, it's Monday night and there are, I think, 7 orders going out tonight from my eBay shop. So I'm going to go into the packing room in a minute and get that stuff all boxed up and ready to ship. I don't really have much else to talk about, but um, this is it feels like maybe sales are starting to pick up, and I have seen a lot of people, like I feel like way more than ever, talking about how their sales have dropped, and there's a lot of speculation about why that could be. It could just be, the normal ups and downs of eBay. It could be the economy. It can be a lot of things. But I have a suspicion that it does have something to do with a lot of the glitches that have been happening on eBay lately. And it feels like basically I was getting 1 sale, 2 sales a day. Normally I'm getting 6 to 10. And all of a sudden the app starts working again. I think other people maybe are figuring out how to solve this problem on the eBay app, and maybe that has been stopping people from buying. I know it's been almost impossible to search without getting network connectivity warnings popping up for the last few months. And if you can't search for stuff, then you can't very well buy it. So I'm going out on a limb and really just speculating that maybe this downturn in sales has something to do with eBay glitches. So I haven't had any issues with my app since I updated it a few days ago, maybe less than a week ago. And I'm assuming that other people have updated to the newest version, and maybe they are now able to search and purchase items again. So I don't know. I mean, there's so many variables with this stuff. There's no way to really pinpoint what the issues could be. But I'm just gonna keep motoring through, listing anything I can get my hands on that's worth selling, and hoping for the best. Speaking of listing, I have a handful, a very small number of items that I picked up today at my lunch break thrift store, maybe 3 listings worth of stuff. So I'll show you that stuff really quick, and then we'll run into the kitchen and get tonight's orders packed. So here we go. Okay, nothing super exciting here, but I did pick up a few things today. I found this Camelback water bottle. It had these 2 things strapped to it, and it was $5 for all of it. The bottle, it's not really that valuable. I paid $5, like I said, and I figured together with all of these pieces, it would be like $20. And usually I don't do that kind of, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't be looking for that kind of multiplier. 5 into 20 is not my favorite way of making money. I'd rather have 5 into 50. But it did seem like the sell-through rate was pretty good. So I grabbed this. I wasn't really excited about it, but once I got home, I realized that this part doesn't go with this bottle. It's like replacement straws and these valves for the top bite valves. Does not go with this bottle. But luckily, this thing sells pretty well. I mean, this thing alone sells for like $15, 12 to 15. I think I'll probably be at like $13 on this, $12.99 or $13.99. So essentially, paid $5 for this. Get this for free. This one comes with a little replacement valve. This package, unfortunately, only has 1 out of the 4. If all 4 of those were in there, this would be a pretty good deal. But as it is, maybe $17, $18 for this particular bottle. But it is brand new, still has the tags and everything on it. So should sell quickly. This should sell probably even quicker. I'm going to try to get these things listed tonight. And then the other thing I found was these 3 shirts. They're all the same size, all the same brand. It's a company called John Blair. It says established 1910. And this is like real heavy polyester. It's got these epaulettes on the shoulders. So I think these are vintage, but I never heard of this brand. I'm not really sure. 100% polyester. Made in China, so that's not great for vintage. That's not a good sign to tell me this is vintage, but I don't know. Anyway, I looked this brand up. If there was only one of these, I probably wouldn't have paid attention, but there's 3 of them. They call it like a pilot's shirt, I think, or something else. I couldn't find any that were exactly like this. These are long sleeve. I did find some that were the same as this with the epaulette that were short sleeve, and those are selling for like $24 a piece. So I figure I have 3 of these. They're long sleeve. They got to be a little bit more valuable. I think I paid like 13 bucks for the 3 of them. Today on Monday at this store, clothing is half price. So I normally long sleeve shirts are 7 bucks. I got these for $3.50 each. Plus tax, we're looking at $13.40 or something like that. I think I'm going to do $25 a piece. Try to list these 3 shirts for $75 plus shipping and see how that goes. So that's basically everything. These 2 will get listed tonight, these shirts. I hate listing clothes, so I'm going to set these aside and worry about them some other day. But tonight, I'll get these listed. I'm going to take pictures of these right now, and then I'm going to run into the other room and pack up tonight's orders. So, yeah, you'll see me there. Okay, I was talking about how orders are up and everything, and they are, but it's not like we're packing up 25 packages tonight. There's actually 7 orders going out in 6 packages. So one thing is going in, 2 items going in 1 package. Oh shoot! So let's get started. I just closed the eBay app on accident. Let's get it back up again, and we'll see our sold listings. And we're gonna start with these Bronton. These are like compasses. I think it's supposed to be like if you get lost in the wilderness, it has a compass and a spotting mirror and some other things. Mirrored avalanche compass with slope indicator, declination scale, and look-through sighting. I'm going to close this door, block out some of the noise from the furnace over there. So somebody bought 2 of these for me. These are the 2. I only have 2 of them, so that was a good sale. I paid $4 a piece for these, basically, and I sold the 2 of them. Excuse me. I sold the 2 of them for $51.98. They're gonna go in a box like this, and get some paper in there. I just found this brown paper in the back room there, so we'll get rid of that right now. Get this one in, and get this one in, and a little more paper, I think, and we'll be all set. Okay, that should be good enough. These things aren't very fragile, and they're packed up. The packages are a little bit damaged up already, so I'm not going to worry about those very much. And get this taped up. $50. I think I might put another stretch of tape on here. And I'm going to write compass. So this is 2 orders in 1 box. It weighs pretty light, less than a pound, 15 ounces. This box is 13 by 11 by 3. And this will go to BH in Wisconsin. I don't know if anybody's getting lost in Wisconsin, but maybe. All right, next. I would like to put this in a bubble mailer, but the only bubble mailers I have are either very small or they're these Ground Advantage ones. And this is a CD. I'm going to be shipping this via media mail, so I can't put that in a bubble mailer. So I'm going to have to use one of these boxes because that's all I have right now. Might as well use the rest of this brown paper. I just shipped a CD the other day in a package like this, and the feedback came. They were raving about what a great job I did packaging it. And if they had known that I only did that because I didn't have any bubble mailers, maybe their rave review would be a little bit less of a rave. But these boxes are not that heavy, and got them for free, so I don't mind using them once in a while for something frivolous that doesn't really need a box, but it's what I got. Okay, so I'm just gonna write CD. I don't even care what it is. I'll tell you what it is. Gus G Quantum Leap Double Disc. I don't know who that is. I got this CD for free and sold it for $10.79. It says a repeat buyer, but I don't know. I have sold quite a few of these. They're like German import metal CDs I got from I believe it's somebody who is a record reviewer who buys them, listens to them once, and then gets rid of them. Okay, next up. That one, what did I say? It sold for $10.79. It really doesn't need to be in a box, but it's fine. This just got listed last night. It's, what is it called? Sleep Number Bed Hose Pump Motor Assembly. I don't know exactly what it is. I got it at the Goodwill for like $9, $8.16. This is the big sale of the day. I sold that for $169.99. So that's a pretty good sale. It's got shipping on top of it as well. A little bit more of this brown paper. There's barely a gap here, but I'm gonna just fill it in a little bit and then seal this up. The brown box that the machine is in, it already has been shipped in once. So I probably could just, you know, seal that box up and ship it out. But I included that box in the photos of the listing. So I don't want to, I want to send that in exactly the same condition that it seems to be in the photos. And I happen to have this Amazon box that's exactly the right size to hold it. So good. Sleep. I'll just write sleep on here. It's pretty heavy. Of course, it's 5 pounds 1 ounce. Oh, why couldn't it just be 5 pounds even? 13 by 9 by 6. And it's, I think this one is going to Wisconsin too. No, Michigan. EB in Michigan. That's not the same guy, is it? No, the other one was BH in Wisconsin, Michigan. Okay, 3 down. Next up is a horse. This is a Breyer horse, number 51, whatever that means. It says yellow mount famous paint horse. So what that means, I don't know. These Breyer horses are kind of cool, but they are a little bit fragile. This didn't sell for a huge amount of money, but I'm going to wrap it up in some bubble wrap. And then the box I have is, I mean, they don't feel fragile. They're just made out of plastic, but I have seen a lot of these with broken legs and broken ears and broken tails. So I'm going to try to get this in a pretty big box with a lot of padding. It only sold for $26, but I got it for free. My niece moved into a new house, and there was a bunch of toys and other things that were left in the attic, and she brought them to me. I wasn't sure if she wanted me to sell them for her, but none of the stuff was really that valuable, you know, to do a consignment deal or something. So I just sold it and I'm keeping the money. So Erin, if you happen to be watching this. Okay, actually I bought her a pretty nice KitchenAid. I'm going to use up the rest of, or at least some of these air pockets. I don't like them that much. They come in packages and I don't want to throw them away, so I use them when it's convenient, but I like to get them out of my house as soon as possible. I have enough of them. I have a hard enough time keeping order, so adding these kind of things I don't even want. It's just more mess. Okay, this horse, got it for free. Sold it for $26.09 plus shipping. I'm gonna write horse. It weighs 1 pound 12 ounces. That's really 2 pounds. 13 by 12 by, what are these, 7 or 8? No, 9. Huh. Taller than I thought. So there's a lot of room in there. If this gets hit by a forklift or something, the horse should be fine. This is going to JF in Indiana. So we got a lot of Midwest packages today so far. All right, next. This is a poster, a fold-up poster. I'm guessing it came with a game cartridge, a Nintendo game. Seems to be about the right size to go in a Nintendo pack. It's Nintendo, Now You're Playing with Power. I think there's a date on here of 1989. I got a bunch of G.I. Joe and Transformers paraphernalia paperwork. I'm gonna put this in this little plastic sleeve. So yeah, I got this G.I. Joe package, maybe like 25 or 30 pieces of like instruction manuals and stuff for G.I. Joe figures, a couple of Transformers ones. And this was in there, so I just decided to give it a shot and sold for 13 bucks. This one, I'm saying $1 cost of goods, but you know, it was an estate sale deal. $40 for a whole bag. Who knows what that stuff, you know, I just divided up the cost, assigned cost of goods to each of the items. I'm going to put this in an envelope. Put it in some cardboard to protect it, and then in the bubble mailer, protect it a little bit more. And shoot. All right. The adhesive folded over on itself, so we'll have to put some more tape on here. Usually if I fold these bubble mailers, I want to put tape on the ends so nothing can get inside that pocket, you know, in there. If it's going through a sorting machine or something, I don't want it to get hung up. All right, poster. I'm gonna write N. What is it called? Nintendo Entertainment System, NES. 3 ounces. That's basically 0 ounces, but 10 by 7 by 1. And this one is going to MP in North Carolina. I just write the initials of the buyer and their state so that when I print the labels in a minute, I don't get anything mixed up. Okay, last one. We went pretty quick through here. This is a stuffed monkey from Cedar Point, the amusement park. I couldn't find any similar listings to this, but I know people who are really into amusement parks, are really into amusement parks. And so I thought, I can't remember where I got this. At the Goodwill, paid $1 for it. I assumed somebody would want to buy it, and it turns out they did, even though it took a little while. This has been listed since February of last year, so over a year to sell. And it sold for $14.39. I don't know where that 39 cents comes from. I must have sent an offer, but I don't remember doing that. It's a little bit small for this box. So let's get rid of a couple more of these and seal it up. So that's it. 6 packages, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 orders. I will be right back. I'm going to buy these shipping labels, and then I'll come back and tell you exactly how much each of these items earned and how much I earned for the entire day. It's pretty good day. I don't know if it's good enough to make up for some of the slow days I've had so far this month, but I'll be right back. Okay, there we go. All those packages have labels, and we can get a complete picture of how much money came in today. So let's look at the spreadsheet again, and we'll start with those 2 compasses, avalanche compass indicator backcountry gear kit. All right, I paid $9.22 for the 2 of those, and I sold them for $51.98. The shipping fee that I charged, well, I mean, eBay combined the shipping here, and they came up with $10.99. The actual cost of that to ship that was only $6.99. So we make a good profit there on the shipping. I could reimburse some of that, but I'm not going to. eBay fees were $7.99. So after all of that, we're looking at a profit of $38.85 on those 2 compasses. The CD Gus G Quantum Leap double disc set. Oh, instrumental metal. Putting it in that box made it a little heavier than it should have been, and then it ended up costing, no, it's fine. That shipping was pretty low. But the profit on it was $11.19. The sleep number bed pump, the control thing for the sleep number bed, $140.87 profit, so that's good. Probably the highest sale I've had this month, maybe this year. Briar Horse, $22.65. Nintendo poster, only $8.46. That's one where the shipping was very high. Maybe I should have taken it out of that bubble mailer and just put it in cardboard. It would have been a tiny bit lighter. But I only charged $4.85 shipping on that, and the actual shipping was $6.37. So that's why I don't get too concerned about if a buyer overpaid for shipping, because the next one's going to be an underpayment. And in the end, I only made $8.46 on that poster. And then finally, the Cedar Point plush monkey, $11.67. So we're looking at a total profit today of $233.69. The average profit per day right now for the month of April, today is April 13th, has gone up to $95.33 from $96.22 from $83.80. 96.26 from 83. So that's a big jump, but I did some testing today to see how many more $200 days I would need to get up to 160, which is just about my target average profit per day. And there's not enough days left in the month. If every day of the month from now on out was $200 profit, I still wouldn't hit an average profit of 160, because I had so many days this month. $10, $80, $20 or $32, $30, $20, $23, $40. So yeah, I had a bunch of really low days this month, and unless I get like a couple $500 day profit days, I'm not going to get that goal for the month. So I'm not worried about it. It's only April. We got a whole year. We got a whole 3/4 of the year left to go. So we're just keeping our eyes on things and seeing how we do. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you very soon.